Hello to all my friends out there. Welcome to my YouTube studio. I haven't been to work in about a month, and I've been able to do a lot of different stuff because it's been almost exactly a month since we were, I guess, furloughed, for lack of a better word, told to stay home because of the corona epidemic. And yeah, and my job apparently is non-essential. I guess I already knew that in some way, but to have the governor of your state tell you that, your job is not essential, it's a little bit of a blow to the ego. But I just wanted to compare notes with you guys. Please, in the comments below, put your thoughts. But these are just some things that I've noticed over the last month that things that I've learned through a month of this crisis, if you want to call it that. So one thing I've learned is that I've been spending a lot less. So I don't spend any money on gas because I don't go anywhere, and I really think that I was using shopping as a hobby, and I never realized that. I mean, you can see just on this table alone all the things that I have already. I've a camera, I have tools, I have books. I have things that can occupy my time, but I would go in toys, and I would go out and buy things that when I already had all this stuff at home that I never really used. I didn't have time to play with all the toys that I already had. But I think I went shopping just out of some kind of habit, and I would go to restaurants and eat instead of eating at home, which we're all doing now. We're all eating at home, but it'd be nothing for me to go out once a week with my significant other and have a meal that costs $50, and that's a week's worth of food now. So I've made a little. That's the spending thing has been enlightening. Another thing that I've learned is that number two, I already had a lot of food in the house already. So we haven't been shopping for 2 weeks. So it's getting kind of thin. I mean, we still have plenty of calories in the house. There's still plenty of food, but not necessarily the food we want. Maybe we're running low on snack foods and things like that. But like for instance, we found this in the cupboard. This packet of quinoa. It has been there for quite a while. But I mean, it's the super grain of the Andes, for crying out loud. So why wouldn't we eat this? But for whatever reason, it was in the back of the cupboard, and we made it tonight, and it's wonderful. But it's neat to discover that I really have more stuff in the house to eat than I thought. Another thing that I've found is that rereading old books that I've had for a long time. I have so many books, and rereading them is like visiting old friends, or even watching movies. I fired up my DVD player because there was a movie that we wanted to watch, and I'm like, I think we have that on DVD. And the DVD player still works, and the DVD was there, and it was neat because I hadn't seen that movie in so long. It was like watching it. It was like watching it for the first time, sort of, but it was also like, visiting a long lost buddy, and it was pretty cool. So number 4 I've learned is I get used to things after about 2 weeks. So for the first week or so, I was a little bit off my base. I was calling friends. I was trying to establish a new routine, but like oatmeal. Yeah, what's that? So what does that have to do with anything? Well, we started eating oatmeal in the mornings because all you got to do is boil water, and then boom, you got breakfast, and you can get on with your day. So yeah, I mean, making that a habit over the last 2 weeks. Now I get up and I want my oatmeal. I just got used to it, and doing art right after breakfast, and then exercising. I've been exercising a lot more. Just those kinds of things, those routines. I've fallen into a new routine, and it only took me a few weeks to fall into it. And now I'm in that routine, you know? So like now I can't even imagine like how I fit work into my life because I've got all these other things that I need to do, you know? In fact, I'll probably do another video where I just talk about what my new routine is, and we can compare notes on that and see if it's similar. Maybe I can get some ideas from you, and you guys can give me ideas so that you know, I can kind of hone this new situation out here. And number 5, the next thing, the last thing that I got for this video is that I feel like I've become more creative. I had a novel manuscript that was laying in a drawer for years, and I finally edited it and tossed that on Amazon. So if anybody's interested in that, you can read it on Kindle. I'll, you know, if you're interested, you know, give me a call and I'll or drop me a line on the comments and I'll tell you what it is. But that's not why I'm doing this video. But like for this, for instance, like I took some old plumbing parts and a windshield wiper blade and drilled a couple holes and put some screws in here, and I got some electronic parts that I'm probably gonna, you know, like glue to the hilt, and I'm making a lightsaber, you know. So you know, it's kind of cool. You know, just playing around, just because my mind is not completely consumed with work, and therefore I'm able to relax. I'm able to read. I'm able to daydream. I'm able to, you know, play, and so that level of creativity that I feel like I don't want to say I totally lost, but I certainly has come back with a vengeance. You know, like I've been able to think of new ideas in new and different creative ways, and it's very refreshing. So I know that this is a crisis situation for a lot of people. People are going to get sick. People I know already have gotten, you know, been diagnosed with COVID, and you know, and I'm sure that the worst, you know, is going to happen for some people, and some people have already passed away from this. But there can be things that I can learn from this if I'm going to survive. You know, there can be some positive things that come out of this, and these are just like 5 of my observations that I've found so far. And I was wondering if you guys have felt anything like this as well. So if you have, go ahead and put some comments down there below, and we'll talk about this. And a subscription would really be great as well. So thanks for helping me. I hope this helps you. And don't forget, even if you're confined, you can still find a way to do something nice for somebody today. So give that person a call that you've been thinking about. Send them a text, or you know, give me a call. I'll talk to you. All right. Leave a comment below. Thanks. Have a great day.